This is a map of the entire Paldea region. Inside the very center is Area 0 where the version exclusive Paradox Pokemon are located. But you already knew that. I wanted to see how long it would take to speedrun catching all of the shiny Paradox Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet. This was a great experience and I was surprised at the end result. Comment down below how long you think it took and let's get started. I started off making a fighting sandwich because I can get both a Slitherwing and a Great Tusk in the same sandwich. Slitherwing was my first hunt. At around the 4-minute 30-second mark, I passed a shiny Slitherwing but didn't realize it. It must have been crazy because they look vastly different from each other. I made up for it because thankfully around the 6-minute mark, I did find and notice a shiny Slitherwing. I then tried to catch it with a quick ball, which it broke out of, and then after a couple ultra balls, I was able to secure it. Next on the list was Great Tusk, which means jumping down into the crater. At the 11-minute mark, I rotated my camera and there it was, tiny Great Tusk. Sadly, it did not want to stay in the quick ball, so again, I needed to ball swipe it down and use multiple ultra balls to catch it, which made the time take a little bit longer. Next up is Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks is the only Paradox Pokemon in Scarlet that I did not have the shiny for. To hunt for Sandy Shocks, I went to Research Station 1 and walked down to the gravel hill, which is the best place to search for Sandy. I spent about 15 minutes going back and forth between the rock and the hill and started to lose hope, but then it spawned. Decided to break out of the first quick ball, so I went to go throw an ultra ball, but clicked on a master by accident, and at least I have the shiny Sandy Shocks now. About the 29-minute mark once I caught it. Groomtail was next up with a fairy sandwich. One lap around the crater, and I found there was a full red eye. About 35 minutes in, I'm halfway done. Next on the list was Brute Bonnet. There wasn't anything super special about Brute Bonnet, but I decided that I was going to go and try and do the Dunsparce method of hunting, but got bored of going back and forth. So I started running around in circles and then also got bored of that. So I went back to the Dunsparce method and got the shiny Brute Bonnet. This was about the longest hunt that I had to do, and I got it done about the 52-minute mark. I decided to pull out an old trick for Flutter Main. Didn't know, ghost types do not spawn in area during the day unless you have a encounter power ghost sandwich, then only shiny ghost types will. Thankfully, when I finished Brute Bonnet, it was already daytime. I made the sandwich and sadly, I failed a shiny when I tried to lower its HP after it broke out of the quick ball instead of just backing out and throwing another quick ball. I then was searching in the empty crater and found another shiny. Didn't take any chances with this one. Threw a quick ball, didn't catch it, backed out. Threw a quick ball. I repeated that until I caught it. And I turned the camera to go back, another shiny Flutter Main. So I figured, why not? I'll catch that one as well, even though it added a little bit of time. Last but not least, 1 hour and 19 minutes in. Time to find the last, hardest to find Paradox Pokemon, Roaring Moon. I made a dragon sandwich and headed down to find Roaring Moon. You need to go to Research Station 3. Go to the left after exiting the building. Then there will be a small entrance cave. You should see some Roaring Moon spawn at the beginning of the cave, but you really want to go into the cave, and then there's some drawings on the ground. That's where you'll find the Roaring Moon. After about 5 minutes in that cave, I found the Roaring Moon. A few balls later, I had myself a shiny Roaring Moon, and the challenge was over. My end time came to 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 34 seconds. I honestly expected this to take about 3.5 hours with my luck on catching Pokemon shinies Scarlet and Violet, but I was happily surprised this short amount of time. Of course, Sparkle Power 3 sandwiches helped a ton with this, but let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see a challenge done in Pokemon Violet. If you guys have done a challenge like this before, let me know what times you got also in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. See more to come.